friends, this is my second part of G plus 6 story building. In the last video, we modeled the building. In this video, we will assign the load. Firstly, we will see how many types of load act on this building. The live load, floor finish, waterproofing, terrace finish and earthquake load is acted on this building. For typical floor, waterproofing, no, floor finish and live load is acted. And the terrace level, only live load, floor finish and waterproofing is acted. So, self weight of structure is automatically calculated by software. The firstly we will assign slab load on terrace level. Go to in plan, select story 7. Select here one story. Select all the slab of terrace level. Go to an assign cell load and the load is uniform. Select live. Live load is 1.5 kilonewton per meter square is on terrace level. 1.5 1.5 kilonewton per meter square load is successfully assigned in live. Select here dead. See the value of load 1 kilonewton and the 2 kilonewton is waterproofing and 1 is the floor finish. Total is 3 kilonewton. We are considering waterproofing and floor finish is in dead load. So total is 3 kilonewton. Put here 3 and select all the terrace slab. Go to apply. After that, we will put wall load on outer main beam. So the in the terrace level, 1 meter height of wall is acted. So the thickness of the wall is 230 mm and the density is 19 and the plaster thickness is 0.012 meter and both sided and the density of the plaster is 20. The total load is 4.9 kilonewton per meter square for 1 meter. Then the terrace parapet height is 1 meter, so the load value of the terrace wall is 4.9 kilonewton per meter is on outer beam. So select all outer beam. Wall load is frame type. So go to close, frame load, and this is the distributed load. So put here 4.9 kilonewton. Select all objects very carefully. You can see here the 4.9 kilonewton per meter load is successfully assigned on all outer main beam. After this, we will assign slab load on typical floor. So go to plan, fixed, display and deform shape, one story, all story. Select all for saving the time. After that, go to in terrace level and select here one story and deselect the slab. This slab is selected. The story 3 is also selected. 4 is also, 5 is also, and 6 is also. 7 is not selected because this is the terrace level. So go for assign cell load, uniform. The live load is 4 kilonewton for typical floor. Put here 4 and type is live. Load pattern is 4 kilonewton is successfully assigned in live load. This is the plinth level, so we don't have to need any slab on plinth level. That's why we are not giving a slab here. Then select again all story for dead load. Then go to terrace level and choose here one story and deselect. This is the fast method for selecting the object. That's why we are doing. All other story is selected. Then the load pattern is dead and we are giving 1 kilonewton for floor finish. Dead load is automatically calculated by software, so we are not giving dead load 1 kilonewton. 1 kilonewton per meter square load is successfully assigned on all typical floor. Yes. After that, we will assign wall load on typical floor. The height of the wall is 4.4 meter and the 1 meter wall load is 4.9 kilonewton per meter square, and then we multiply 4.4 into 4.9, then total is 21.6 kilonewton per meter. So we will apply, select all, select here all. We are assigning wall load only on outer main beam. Then deselect, then again go to story one story and deselect here. This is the terrace level. That's why I am deselecting the beam. We are giving only load on typical floor beam. So here also deselect because the load intensity is here different. This is the plinth level. I am deselecting all the beam, outer beam in plinth level. This is selected, okay. Then give here the cut. This is frame load. Go to in distributed. The load value is 21.6 kilonewton per meter. So put 21.6. Apply. If you want to see the load Then select here, go to in display frame load assign, select and apply. You can easily see the loading value by choosing this. We have assigned all load on typical floor. After this, we will assign load on plinth level. Select here story 1. This is the plinth level and the height of the wall is 3.5 meter from plinth level to story 2. So the height is 3.5 and the 4.9 kilo Newton per meter square is the load of the 1 meter height of the wall. So after multiplying 7.2 kilonewton per meter, load is acted on the outer beam. So select only outer beam and then assign frame distributed. What is the value of load? 17.2. Put here 17.2. 17.2. Then apply. 17.2 kilonewton per meter load is successfully assigned. In plinth level, we are using wall in inner part, inner main beam. The value of the ground floor wall 0.7 meter. So the value is 3.5 kilonewton per meter is on all plinth inner beam. So select all plinth inner beam. Don't choose secondary beam. I said only inner main beam. Assign frame distributed value is 3.5. Check again. Yes, the value is 3.5. Assign. All load is successfully assigned on this structure. After this, we will assign earthquake load. So go for define and select load pattern. In this load pattern, we define how many types of load is act on the structure. In this structure, only live load, dead load and earthquake load is acted. So I am not considering wind load because earthquake load is more than the wind load. Dead load and live load is already here. Only earthquake load. Earthquake. ELX. I am taking earthquake load in plane direction. The plane direction means X and Y. And the Z is our vertical direction. And I am also taking eccentricity. So ELX load type is seismic and I am choosing IS 1893 2002 for ELX plus eccentricity, add new ELX minus eccentricity. I am using equivalent static method. because the building height is very less, 30.2 ELY in earthquake in Y direction. Eccentricity. Minus eccentricity. Then go to select ELX and modify lateral load. Well, untick all the option except X direction because we are giving separate. So bottom story is story 1 to story 7. Response reduction. Let me see. This is the manual calculation of load transferring. So already we will done this part. The zone is 3 and the zone factor is 0.16. So 0.16 zone is response reduction importance factor is 1.5 and the time period is calculated here. Time period is calculated by this formula. The height of the structure is 30.2 into 0.75 into 0.075. The time period is 0.96, almost 0.97. So we are putting here 0.97 and go to OK. Again same process either untick all except in plus X direction eccentricity. Select here story 1. Select here 0.16, 1.5 importance factor and the time period is 0.97. Okay. Again same. Tick only in minus direction. 0.6, 1.5. User define is 0.97 time period. Here select story 1. Okay. In Y direction. 1.5. Time period is 0.97. Base story 1. Select modify 'Earthquake load is successfully'. After this, we will assign mass source. In the mass source, we will define how much percent load we have to take in the structure. Generally, mass source is used for earthquake analysis. Mass source. According to IS 1893-2016, Part 2, we are taking mass source sorry, dead load is 1. We are taking mass source for 50% for above the 3 kilonewton load, and below the 3 kilonewton load we taking 25% of live load. So this here the load is live load is 4 kilonewton, so I am taking 50 0.5 and add. Mass source is successfully assigned. Then check for load cases. You can see linear static, all load is successfully assigned. Then go to OK. Then go to analyze and check model. Select all here. OK. Model has been checked. No warning messages were generated. So means everything is okay. Go to analyze and run an analysis. It will take almost 10-second time. Select. This problem is given by IIT Kanpur. So I am select IIT Kanpur. Firstly, we will check total weight of the structure, because if our total weight of the structure is matched by this value, means everything is correct. What we have to done now? This is the deformed shape of the building. Firstly, we will check the whole weight of the building. So for this, go to in display, show table, and tick here on load, auto seismic, and tick all the load here. Then go to OK. You can, after scrolling this, you can see the weight used 39,568, and here the weight of the building is this is the manual calculation data, 39,286, something 200 kilonewton is difference. Actually this difference will come because of the property of material. So means almost is correct. Before going to see other value, firstly we will see stress force diagram of the slab. Then go to display, force stress diagram, and select here shell stress forces. Select here maximum and apply. This is the minimum force stress diagram on slab. If you want to check the moment, if you want to see the mode shape, Then go to deform shape, select here mode 1 and apply. Start animation. This is the correct shape of the first mode. This is the transitional direction. If you want to see the second mode, then select this window. Start animation. If you want to see the third mode is start animation. See the third mode. Building is behaving in good manner, so means everything is correct. After this, we will check bending moment, shear force, deflection of the beam and axial force of the column. So go to in display and deform shape and go display. Firstly, check the support spring reactions. So select here MY MXZ. See the all support reactions in all direction. If we close, see the all value. After that, we will check bending moment, shear force. This is the M33 is bending moment. Click here apply. This is the bending moment of the beam. This is the shear force, shear 2 and this is the actual force of the building. After that, we will check seismic data. Then go for in seismic data, we will check drift, base reaction, displacement, and time period, and also frequency. So for this, go to in show table, tick here analysis, and click on it. This is the auto seismic. This is the weight of the building, seismic weight of the building. This is the base reaction in ELX minus in ELX 1331.465 kilonewton. In X direction, in Y direction 13 point, both are same because building is symmetrical. This is the mass source. This is the story drift data. For ELX, story drift is very minimum 0.00262768. You can see here the story drift data. Story stiffness is also here. After that, if you want to check modal participation mass ratio, then you can check here time period of the mode. Today we have covered analysis part of the building. In next lecture, I will cover design part of the building. Watch this video from beginning to end and also watch the previous video. If you face any type of problem, tell us in the comment box. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, then please like and comment, subscribe. And if you don't like this video, then please dislike this video. Thank you.